In this video, we'll look at how to create a sequential model, the very first model from scratch in TensorFlow. So first, we'll go ahead and import TensorFlow as TF, and the code for this is directly from the docs, and the difference is that I'll be talking as I'm writing the code, so explaining what each line is trying to do. So first, we'll create the class dense, and we'll use the tf.module as we did before. And the first method we'll have df is init, and inside of this we have self, and name is equal to none. And then within this we'll specify super, so to inherit the properties from tf.module init, and here we have name is equal to none, name is equal to name. And now we'll define the variables. So self dot w, so we have w and b that we need to use. So w is tf dot variable, and here we need to specify, we can initialize the values. So let's say tf dot random dot normal, so we'll initialize the values by using values from tf dot random dot normal, and the shape is going to be in features comma out features by out features, and we'll name this as w. Now if you go back up, we need to specify this inside of the init. So like here we can specify it after self in underscore features and out underscore features. So what this will do is we have now created this particular uh, method init which has the variable w. Now we'll also create self dot b. I wonder why we still have this squiggly line. We'll figure it out. So next we'll create another variable. Again for this we'll initialize this to 0. So tf dot zeros, and the shape of this will be just the out features, and we'll name this as b. Next we'll create a method df underscore underscore call, and in this method we'll use these variables w and b. So we put a self there, and we'll have the value, incoming value of x. And so now we can go ahead and calculate the value of y, which is going to be just dot product of x with w, and then add b to that. So we have tf dot matrix multiplication, and here we can specify x comma self dot w plus self dot b, and then we can return the value that comes out of a relu function. So we'll input y to the relu function and get the values out from here. So all the values above 0 would become up as is, below 0 would become 0 values. Now let's figure this out. Input which is missing the comma there. Now it should be fine. Yes, it looks like we are okay there. Next, let's create a sequential module, and here we'll specify dense layers. So we'll use the above class of dense in this case to create sequential layers inside of a model. And again we'll initialize with the init, and we'll specify self name is equal to none, and within this we have the super, and inside of super we can specify init, and name is equal to name. And now is the time when we create the layer. So self dot dense underscore 1, so this is our first layer, and we call the dense method, and here we can specify in underscore features is equal to 3. Well, that's what this method is expecting. In features, out features, we need to specify those values. In features is 3, out features is equal to we'll put 3, and then self dot dense layer. And so this is the second layer where we use dense, Again, we have in features is equal to 3 and out features will specify just 2. Features is equal to 2. Now we can create the call underscore underscore call, and again here we have self and the input of x. Now we can calculate dense 1, that is going to be equal to we are going to use the sorry instead of here we need x, so we are going to get the input x, now pass it through the dense layer, right, so, and then we'll get the our new updated x out and we'll pass that, we'll return that from the layer dense 2, like so. And so that should work. I wonder why there is a squiggly line there. That's because we do not have the self in front of it. So we have self dot dense 2 and this should be okay. Now let's this is your, so you have created a model, a module, and you can give my model is equal to sequential module, name is equal to my model, and then my model we can pass in some values. So let's say a tf dot constant, you can pass in results, so pass input random results, so results, and inside of this we can specify 2.0 comma 2.0 comma 2.0, and then this we don't need that there. You can put all of this inside of a print statement, so print, and this is the output, and so this, let's see what we get. The function my model is not subscriptable, so oh right, that's true, we need a parenthesis around it, and so now relu, my mistake again, misspelled that, relu, okay, and now let's see if we run this, we get the output which is this particular tensor in the output, which is of shape 1/2. We can now also get the variables in the model, so my underscore model dot variables, and here are the variables. We can see how the variables, how the values in the w changed as it went through different layers, and we can also look at submodules that we use. My model dot submodules, and we can see that we use the dense module that we had created above, which was this one. So that was how we can create a module in TensorFlow from scratch. So this was a sequential module that we created. I hope you got some intuition as to how the layers that we see in Keras, what do they have beneath the surface in TensorFlow, as we saw here. And if you need to create custom modules, then this could be a starting point. This should give you some intuition in that direction as well. Please like, share, and subscribe. I hope to see you all in the next video. Thank you.